What's up everybody, Marcello here from Xtreme, and today we're going to be covering Asphalt 9 Legends for the Switch. So instead of doing a traditional review, this is going to be more of a impressions video, seeing that the fact that the game is a free to download game. So it's kind of hard to score a review on a game that's free to play. But that being said, let's get into it. So gameplay, Asphalt is a series that's basically a clone of the Burnout series, at least the older Burnouts like Burnout 3 and Burnout Revenge, where it's basically your point A to point B races, but you do takedowns, and it's about being stylish with your drifting and jumping and all that crazy stuff. The game does play really well, I have to say. On the Switch, you're ditching the whole mobile touchscreen motion-based gaming and you're going right to traditional controls, which I stated also with Gameloft's previous attempt on the Switch with Modern Combat Blackout. It just makes the game so much more enjoyable having a traditional control experience. So Asphalt 9 does have a lot of free-to-play elements that you would expect. So for example, there are microtransactions and you will have to do quite a little bit of unlocking to get what you want. But the game does have everything where you could get everything free. So you could just do everything where you grind it out a little bit. But there's enough content here where you'll stick with it and probably get a good amount of cars and upgrades and all that stuff. What's interesting is that the Switch version does have an exclusive feature, which is 2 to 4 player split screen multiplayer. You'll actually unlock a lot of modes as you keep playing the game. So initially you won't have everything ready to go from the get-go, which means that you'll basically start with a tutorial, you'll learn the basics. The game does a good job of showcasing or teaching you every little element and mechanic that's in place for the game. And as you acclimate to everything, things start unlocking at a reasonable rate. So split screen, for example, doesn't unlock until you've done about 20 events. But the events all range from 30 seconds to 2 minutes, so you'll be unlocking it pretty quickly. And that's the thing, there's a variety of different elements and components within the game. So there's also like club mode where you'll actually basically create your own club or join a club, akin to Drive Club's club mechanic. And you'll basically leave it where you can create a club and have it open to the public for anybody to join, or you can keep it private or invite only. And then you can partake in club events to get more currency for unlocking more vehicles. And then additionally, there are daily rewards and daily challenges, weekly challenges that you can partake in and try to win blueprints to unlock more vehicles throughout the game. Additionally, there is a traditional career mode, and the game can be played offline. It does not require an online connection, despite what it shows on the eShop menu. Back to the gameplay itself, the controls are really tight, really responsive. Drifting took a little bit of getting used to, but once I got into it, I was actually really enjoying the drift mechanic quite a bit. What I do love is when you double tap the brake, you actually do a 360 spin that knocks out opponents, and doing that always feels so satisfying. You can also do your turbo boosts, which is the nitro rather. And what's interesting is that there's different mechanics for the nitro. So you can either do the traditional hold the Y button and boost for a little bit, or you can tap the Y button and then you'll see the meter start going down. And if you hit the Y button a second time within a blue meter, it initiates a perfect nitro. It's something similar a little bit to like Gears of War's reload mechanic, where you would hit the reload button once and you'd have to like hit it again at the right point to like get the best ammunition. And this one is for the best nitro boost. What's pretty cool too is if you double tap Y, you'll do Nitro Shockwave, which is basically like a huge burst of nitro right at the point, and anybody you touch will just get knocked out. And it's cool. It has a little bit of a strategic element as to which nitro or which boost you're going to use in the middle of a race. Level designs, track designs are outstanding so far. I'm really loving the track designs. They're over the top, they're vibrant, they're really nice to look at, they're a lot of fun to race. I've actually been intrigued to keep seeing what other track layouts look like the more I progress through the game. What's cool too is throughout the career events, you'll actually have certain objectives, and they'll start off simple, like boost for like a second, get in the top 3. And then there's sometimes like time attack events where you're trying to actually stay with the clock and keep getting clock icons to further your time. And honestly, there's just a nice variety to the game. Visually, like I said, the game looks excellent. I really love the way the game looks on the Switch. It has a great, vibrant art style, runs really well. Like I said, it hovers within that 45-55 frames per second, both docked and handheld. Cars have great detail to them, some great lighting as well. The heads-up display looks great. Everything about it just looks very nice. It's very pleasing to the eye. It's actually inviting. It's colorful. I can't say enough. I really like the visuals. In terms of audio, so far, sound effects have been excellent. Soundtrack comprises a mix of techno and pop. It's pretty good, actually. It fits the game pretty well. Like I said, no complaints at all from the audio front. It keeps you engaged. Now keep in mind, all the gameplay you're seeing right now is of the core game. However, I also am using the starter pack, which is $20 on the eShop, which gives you about 4 or 5 cars to start with, having all the blueprints to unlock them, kind of give you a nice little boost up to start. I know it sounds like pay to win, and essentially kind of is, but everything is unlockable through in-game. You do not have to rely on doing microtransactions. The starter pack code was provided to me from Gameloft to showcase a little bit more of the game early on. But that being said, even without the starter pack, the game is more than playable right from the beginning. You do not have to do that. The only thing I'm not keen on is the gas meter. So basically, and this is where that like free-to-play mobile feel really kicks in a little bit. Each vehicle can use 6 gas icons, and once you run out of gas, you have to wait 15 minutes to refuel the vehicle and continue doing events with that particular car. If you have multiple cars, then this is not that much of an issue, and this is where that starter pack kind of kicks in, where it's like, okay, at least with the starter pack you have a few vehicles, you can kind of cycle between them as long as they're within the rank they need to be to partake in events, so that you're not under-leveled. You can upgrade vehicles, you can upgrade their speed, you can upgrade the acceleration, top speed, to the handling, the nitro, and that is essential if you want to advance further into the game's career. That being said, Asphalt 9 is a fantastic racer for the Switch. It's free to play, it's free to download, like it's almost a no-brainer why you wouldn't add this to your Switch. The amount of content here is pretty vast, and honestly it's a game that's easy to come back to and is perfect for pick up and play sessions. Whether you want to do 1 or 2 races for a few minutes or you want to play it for extended play sessions.